Hi, we're continuing with Around the World in San Francisco. We left off here and we're doing all the different cultures in alphabetical order. We left off at the French. There are 17,000 estimated people in the Bay region whose native tongue is French. Of these, 6,700 are natives of France. The difference in figures is due to the number of Americans born of French parentage and to the immigration of French-speaking people from Canada, Belgium, Switzerland, and the West Indies. San Francisco is exceeded only by New York as the center of French life in this country. French Americans are dispersed over North Beach, Russian Hill, the Marina, Pacific Heights, the Richmond District, and Oakland. French have been in San Francisco since the days of the gold rush, and when the infant city was a jumble of tents. French chefs just over from Paris with their saucepans and herbs, cooked meals, the equal of any on the Rue de la Paix. In the early 1850s, the French colony was already well organized with newspapers, a church, and a hospital, which are still in existence. The newspaper Courrier Français des États-Unis is the oldest one in the Far East, West. For 100 years, there has been a steady immigration consisting of elements from every class and type of Frenchmen. Shepherds from the high valleys of the Pyrenees, Breton sailors, Parisian boulevardiers, and dressmakers, scions of noble families whose marriages into great fortune have founded distinguished Franco-American clans, prosperous Jews who built banks and department stores, and descendants of the inhabitants from old walled Quebec and New England mill towns. Most French San Franciscans are Roman Catholics, but there are many Jews and some freethinkers and anti-clerical. The feast of Saint Jean d'Arc is celebrated on May 2nd, and on the glorious July 14th, the French Americans are joined by many social and political leaders of the city in commemorating in a grand manner the fall of the Bastille. Armistice Day, November 11, is observed by a military mass at Notre Dame. French Canadians commemorate Bonne Sainte Anne by joining the procession in her honor at St. Anne's in the sunset on the Sunday after her feast, July 26th. The churches are Roman Catholic, Notre Dame de Victoires, 560 Bush Street. Organizations in San Francisco, Alliance Française, 414 Mason Street, Cercle de Union, 220 Post Street, Association of Frenchmen Abroad, 323 Geary Street, Club Lafayette, number 144 Page Street, Ligue Henry IV, 625 Polk Street, La Parfaite Union, Masonic Temple, Van Ness Avenue and Oak Street, French Laundry Owners, 414 Mason Street, La Gauloise, 444 Page Street, Les Chasseurs, 405 Arguellos Boulevard, French War Veterans Building, War Memorial, Van Ness and McAllister, Club de Lausanne, 625 Polk Street, Paris Foreign Missionary Society, 930 Ashbury Street, Society Alsace-Lorraine, 2948 Fillmore Street, French Hospital, Geary Boulevard and 5th Avenue, French Library, 414th Mason Street. In Alameda County, the Lafayette Club, number 2, 610 16th Street in Oakland, La Bienfaisance, Fold, 1918 Grove Street in Oakland. Circle Sadi Carnot, 1918 Grove Street in Oakland. L'Union Française, 610 16th Street in Oakland. Publications, Courrier Français des États-Unis, 2448 Quay Street. Bookshops, French Bookstore, 1111 Polk Street. Brenton Knowles, City of Paris Basement, Stockton and Geary Streets. Restaurants, Jack's, 615 Sacramento Street. Trocadero, 609 Montgomery Street. Paris Lou, 808 Pacific Street. Hotel de France, 780 Broadway. Alouette, 1121 Polk Street. Tricolor, 4233 Giro Boulevard. Okay, next, German. 100,000 persons in the metropolitan area have listed German as their mother tongue or the mother tongue of their parents in the 1950 census. But only 65,000 gave Germany as the land of their birth. It is impossible to estimate the origin of the remainder of the German-speaking population. They just popped out of nowhere, as they came here from many countries. I guess they could be from other countries too. There are Austrians, German Swiss, German-speaking persons from Czechoslovakia, Sudeten, Romania, Transylvania Saxons, Hungary, Burgenländer, Banater, Yugoslavia, Baksa, Goch, Russia, Volga Germans, and from German colonies in many other lands. In the 1930s, many German and Austrian Jewish refugees came to San Francisco, and since 1947, nearly 100 refugees and expellees from former German provinces, now under alien rule, have taken up residence here. So there's aliens in this planet? Oh my god. So they're saying there's German speakers from Swiss, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Romania, Hungary, Yugoslavia, Russia, pretty much every country in Europe. Okay, the German Americans are well distributed over the Bay region, but there are certain neighborhoods where they predominate in the Mission District, Buena Vista Hill, the Richmond and Sunset Districts, Daly City, Redwood City, the Fruitvale section of Oakland, and Berkeley. There is a concentration of business establishments along Guerrero Street and 24th Street, bakeries, delicatessens, butcher shops. Nearly 100 societies and lodges meet at the Old Duchess House, more generally known as California Hall. Typically, German are the Turnverein, gymnastic societies, Sängerbund, singing societies, and Landmannschaften, groups of people from the same province. A complete list of German language societies may be obtained from the office of the German newspaper. The newspaper of the German folk. The Lutherans and the Roman Catholics are about equal in numbers. There are thousands of Jews. Many others belong to the evangelical and Reformed sects. Some Austrian and German Swiss belong to German clubs and churches. The German population of the Bay region is not as large as in cities of the Midwest, but it has been an integral part of the city since the pioneer days. German Americans can be found in every line of work, but they have had strong influence particularly in education, science, medicine, music, and brewing. October 6th is German Day, the anniversary of the arrival of the first German immigrants to America in 1683. Reformation Day is observed by Protestants on October 31. And St. Boniface, the Apostle of Germany, by the Catholics on June 5. Churches: San Francisco, Roman Catholic, St. Boniface, 133 Golden Gate Avenue. St. Anthony, Army and Folsom Street. Protestant: St. Paulus Lutheran, Eddy and Gough Street. St. Matthew Lutheran, 328 116th Street, St. John Lutheran, 3126 22nd Street, Church of the Brethren, 1811 34th Avenue, Bethel Evangelical Reformed, 2009 15th Street. In Alameda County, Roman Catholic, St. Elizabeth, 1900 34th Avenue in Oakland. Protestant, St. Paulus Lutheran, Telegraph Avenue and 41st Street in Oakland. Trinity Evangelical Lutheran, East 15th Street and 17th Avenue in Oakland. Bethlehem Evangelical Lutheran, 2941 Grove Street in Berkeley. Organizations: German House, California Hall, Polk and Turk Streets, Workmen's Educational Society, 141 Albion Street, Colping House, 459 Fillmore Street, German Music Society, 3102 20th Street. Teutonia Football Club, 424 Guerrero Street. Saints Peter and Paul Benevolent Society, 135 Golden Gate Avenue. St. Joseph Benevolent Society, 125 Cressida Avenue. Nader Fronde, 1472 17th Avenue. In Alameda County, East Bay Turn Varane, 32 Home Place, Oakland. Concordia in Alameda, Varane, 2306 Santa Clara Avenue, Alameda. Tourist Varane, 3115 Butters Avenue in Oakland. Marin County, Nature Friende, Muir Woods, Mill Valley. Publications: California Frey Press, Weekly Independent, 1095 Market Street. Restaurants: German House, Rathskeller, 602 Turk Street. Palm Garden, 975 Market Street. And Schroeder's, 240 Front Street. So we're gonna pause right there. Thank you guys. We'll continue in the following part. My page is facebook.com. Yos Allplay, YOSALLPLAY. So you can check out my page. Thank you guys. Bye.